Hi, I wanted to tell you this today about some really interesting research that came out of a university in Israel. And this is their prescription, sort of, for reducing atherosclerosis, reducing the hardening of your arteries, getting rid of plaque by about 25% in not terribly long period. If you every day, and you have to do this all at once because they work better together. You eat 3 dates, take 4 ounces of pomegranate juice, and also have maybe a half teaspoon of date seed powder. You will, according to them, it looks like it will reduce hardening of the arteries by about 25% in just a matter of some weeks, 10 weeks or so. So that's pretty exciting. What I have here, now I should tell you something about atherosclerosis too. A lot of gentlemen after a certain age have some problems with erectile function. This is often a sign of having atherosclerosis. So using this as well could be a way of correcting that. And that's, I think, very important information. Pomegranate juice has been known for a long time to be effective. And if you take it, it can, over a period of time, lower your blood pressure. It's very, very good for your arteries. Dates are rich in magnesium, but that's probably not why it's working. Other things are rich in magnesium too. But used together with pomegranates, very effective. The researcher said if you can't get a hold of date seed powder, and I've only found one outlet in the US that sells it. I'm still looking, but I did find one because I'm very determined. They said that the the dates themselves and the pomegranates would work quite well. But the date seeds themselves are richer in these beneficial compounds than the dates. So taking it together with the dates really strengthens this whole concoction. Date seeds, however, you can't just buy dates that have not been pitted and then grind up the seeds. The seeds are incredibly hard. You would need a grinder that is, about 10 feet tall and has teeth a half an inch thick to be able to grind them. Sometimes date seed powder are actually an ancient Arabic remedy for heart disease. And what they have done with them sometimes is that they will roast them for a while, or quite a while. Maybe you could roast them. There are different recipes that I've seen. Some say roast them at 400 degrees or 350 for maybe an hour or so, and then roast them at 200 degrees for a long period of time. So there's all different ways. Once they're roasted, you can sometimes grind them up into at least fine enough so that you could add it to your coffee. The Arabs say that date seed coffee is delicious, and I've never had it, but they say that it tastes just like coffee. It's very good. So you could try that if you like, but I don't think you could grind it into powder. You can get pretty much any kind of dates you like. What I have here is Jarrow Formulas pomegranate. It's a concentrate 4 times, and you could use just a tablespoon of this. It tastes like pomegranate. It is tart, but it's pretty good. You could make it into a drink, reconstitute it with water, whatever you like. Again, I got this on Amazon. I think it cost, I don't recall exactly, perhaps around $18, but it lasts quite a long time if you're taking a tablespoon a day. There are, I think, 47 servings in a bottle this size, and I think it's well worth the money for that. This these are the date seeds ground up, and it came in this little medicine jar. I think the company has now substituted another jar, an actual one that looks like an ordinary jar where you would, not jar, but little plastic bottle, not a medicine type bottle. But this is what they look like. They're just ground up. It tastes like sand. You know, it's not that terrific. It doesn't. It's bland, but it kind of, drink it with something warm. It comes from the Zoom Zoom store, it's called, and I will put a link to this, or at least the address, in some at the bottom of my video, so that you can actually find it if you want to do that. It comes in 50-gram bottles, which doesn't last very long, so you might want to get a few of them. But I think it is very effective. One thing I want to say about pomegranate juice is that you often see in the grocery store, you know, quart jars of pomegranate juice or pomegranate juice mixed with something else. You have to be really careful about that, because a lot of it turns out, is actually not pomegranate juice. It actually doesn't have pomegranate juice in it. That's why I get this one from Jarrow Formulas, because they are a very good company. I think Palm Wonderful, that you can get in a lot of big grocery stores, is very good as far as I'm aware. I think that is a genuine product and worth getting, so you could use that, or you could use this, either one. The last thing I want to say about this is the reason why I'm kind of excited about this is because there are a few natural remedies out there to reduce atherosclerosis. For example, vitamin C plus lysine and proline. But that involves either taking quite a few tablets a day or eating it in powder, and the powders are bitter, and it's not something that you can really talk most people into doing for a long period of time unless they're very dedicated. But this is food. It tastes really good, except for the date seed powder, which is very bland, but you know, it's not that pleasant to have sand between your teeth. But drink it with something warm and it'll go down quickly. But the dates are delicious. The pomegranate juice is good, and it's something that you can do every day, and it won't be, you'll get used to it and enjoy it, and it won't be very onerous. So if you're concerned about this at all, I really hope you'll try it. Thank you.